set for a start in Coolum. Big crowd on hand, and away they go for round 3 of the Kellogg's Nutrigrain Ironman Series. And it might be a 1 hour 45 event, but by gee, they go hard at the start.
You've got to go flat out. It's no different to Bondi when we see the short course races, the Eliminator. You need to get a good start.
And it's very tight at the top of the field. You can see Janes there coming at the back of the field. Murphy, the 3-time US champion. Hugh Doherty, the silent man who always finishes at the pointy end.
It's funny, there's a few people, he's got the nickname Who Doherty instead of Hugh Doherty because he just seems to be around the periphery, but no one really talks about him, and they should talk a lot more about this guy because I tell you what, in a series where you can't drop a race in 5, second and third and fourth position over 5 races could win you the whole series, and that could be Hugh Doherty, not Who Doherty.
It looks like, is it Shannon Eckstein that's got out there quite nicely? No.
Hugh Doherty,
Hugh Doherty
yeah, moving
well
his way up. So he made some real ground over the last 150 metres and looked like he got that first wave into the zone, which is all important. Hugh Doherty, he's had a couple of great results already this year, a 4th at Coolum, a 2nd at Bondi, never won a round.
No, but I was talking to him after the race at Bondi, and I said, Hugh, what did you learn from this race? And he said, I learnt that I had my hands down the wave of the board in the last leg for the 5th race to win, and it filled up. I know I can win.
So Shannon Eckstein leading this group of front swimmers, beautiful technique. I mean, most of those guys have great techniques, but you'll see that he's about every 3 or 4 strokes, he's looking up to just see where the boy is, which is very smart swimming. He knows that he's swimming in a straight line. The others will judge themselves off him as well. But you see him grabbing the water, beautiful clear water there up here on the Sunshine Coast. You can see him really grabbing hold of the water and just ripping it past his leg. Kai has bridged the gap and he's now caught up to the pack. Look at him, and he's still determined. The kick for a guy that swims long distance swimming, normally just letting his legs float, the kick is going very, very fast. 6-beat kick almost. There's Kane.
Well, we talked about Kai Hurst, but Shannon Eckstein looked very, very comfortable on that swim leg. Kane's there, Shannon's there, Hugh Doherty, the 3 big boys in the endurance races, they're still at the front. Kai Hurst has come back. It's good to see Kai Hurst actually use his swim leg today, unlike the other 2 rounds where he really hasn't been that dominant like we're expecting him to be with the swim. But Kane Eckstein and Shannon Eckstein and Hugh Doherty are still leading, and they're looking very, very strong.
Hugh Doherty showing some fantastic form.
Yeah, I love Hugh Doherty. He's such an understated man. He just gets the job done, doesn't say much. He lets his actions do the talking. And, you know, he had his hand down the winning wave at Bondi. He knew what it felt like to be out in front, and he's had a great transition here. So he's jumped Kane Eckstein and got a little bit of a gap.
There are the top 4. It's Hugh Doherty, the Eckstein brothers there, and Corey Jones on the right-hand side. We saw Matty Poole. He's a little bit further back in the pack.
Well, this run leg that they'll go off to, the 1,300-metre run leg, marks the halfway point in the race. So believe it or not, these guys have done a board, a run, a swim, a run, and their ski, and now they're onto the run, and that'll mark the halfway point. And it's a long day out. It's a day of patience and a day of pacing yourself, and they're doing very, very well.
Kane Eckstein back in 2nd place with his brother beside him, Shannon. As they went into that run leg, it was a 9-second lead, and it looks like Hugh Doherty's opened that up further on the run, and in 2nd place now is Kane Eckstein. But Hugh Doherty, he's never won a race in this series. Could this be the day? And there is Hugh Doherty. He's onto a wave. It almost looks like he knows what the ocean is doing today.
Well, he's certainly having a good run, and he's shown no weakness up until now. We've seen half the race go past. He was strong on the board leg the first time round, and certainly strong again. He's one of the best board paddlers in the world. His run leg, as I was saying, as a tired runner, is probably the best in the field with Kane Eckstein. His swimming's improved this year, I believe, and his ski paddling is just as good. So, you know what? There's some work cut out for Kane Eckstein and the boys to try to catch him.
You can see there, Corey Jones. Where's this performance come from? He's had a 10th and 11th. He's out there smiling like he's just on a Sunday jog. Leachy, this is a massive improvement by this man.
Well, look, you know why he's smiling? Because he's just happy to be in 3rd, you know? Like when you're out the back door in races and you're having a bad time and you're not on pace, it's just not fun. And, you know, it's fun being up the front. It's fun being in the fight. It's fun having a chance of having a crack at the win. And that's where he is. And these guys don't train 4 and 5 hours a day and sacrifice so much of their life, Nicole, to just be in the field. They want to be up the front and having a fight for the win.
Exactly right. They all want the same thing, actually. They all want to win. But here's the split, 36.58 seconds. So it's increased by 6 seconds this distance. So Hugh Doherty doing a great job with this run leg.
I tell you what, this is an amazing swim leg. Hugh Doherty went into the swim leg 36 seconds in front. He went back around the first can 36 seconds in front, hit the middle of the M 36 seconds in front, and they've just gone past me. He's 33 seconds in front, and it's Corey Jones who's actually now towing Kane Eckstein along, chasing Hugh Doherty, and looking pretty good.
We'll see Kane Eckstein. He looks like now he's trying to put a bit of a gap on Corey Jones. He's been with him for the last 25 minutes, but we know he's such a strong runner, and he looks like he's trying to stamp himself to move up into that second position.
Well, it's about now that you're going to have to make a move. Hugh Doherty's got a fair lead. We're up an hour 22 and 58 seconds into the race with the Garmin clock there as we run past, but Kane Eckstein has made a move. Corey Jones, head back. You see he's trying to push forward and go after him. Shannon Eckstein still looking comfortable, but he needs to make a move now. But it's right now is the critical time. If Hugh Doherty is not going to win today, it's up to Kane Eckstein and Corey Eckstein to make a move, because we're out to 35 seconds, and it's enough there that if he holds that sort of pace going into the ski leg, it could be enough to get him across the line.
The battle for second and third between Corey Jones and Kane Eckstein is hotting up. There is Hugh Doherty, but you can see there, Kane Eckstein in the black ski. He's up that rating and he's trying to drop Corey Jones coming into the final stages.
Well, what he's trying to do here, Howie, is he's saying, you know what, I don't want to leave it to that last run leg to fight out for second place and have to bust myself to try to beat him. And it's 28-second gap now back to the boys. And that's because Kane has upped the pace dramatically to try to get rid of Corey before that last run leg. You do not want to go on the last run leg with Corey, who's confident and been looking good all day. Corey Jones is going to come back, I think, at Kane Eckstein as well as we look back out to sea. But there we go. There's Hugh Doherty. He makes the turn. He needs a nice clean turn to go back out. He's gone around half the M course. He's got half to go as we see Corey Jones on a wave. So Kane Eckstein's been stiffed.
Kane Eckstein just shook his head. He looked to his left, saw Corey Jones there, and shook his head. After all that hard work, he couldn't get past him.
This is how this sport of yours, Guy Leach, can absolutely kill you. He's had a sustained 3 minutes of upping his rating, Kane Eckstein, and it's gone in one wave. Second in the World Ironman title this year behind Shannon Eckstein, so he started the season in good form. We spoke about the fact he came second in the series last year and third the year before that, so he's been there or thereabouts, and this will put him right at the top of the tree this year.
Well, it'll put him into the front of the point score as well, with Matt Poole being back today through illness. See, there he is. Look at the smile on his face. He's doing the high fives. He knows that this run leg is going to look good for him because he's got enough gap. He's been running so well today that he's got enough gap to get on that run leg and have a good time and really acknowledge the crowd and soak it up.
And here is the second story. Kane Eckstein, he was disappointed when he was knocked out of the eliminator format in Bondi. He got the ski sideways and he was disgusted with himself after that in many respects, but he has made the break. He's made the break twice on Corey Jones, but this time he's been able to make it stick. He has had a fantastic event today, Hugh Doherty. He made his move on the swim leg. He's been able to make it stick. He's been racing for an hour and 40 minutes and finally gets to relax.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's see how he celebrates across the finish line. Here he goes. Is it relief? Is it just a feeling of just fantasticness? I don't know. Let's see.
What a moment this is for Hugh Doherty. He broke them on the swim. He looks behind him. They are miles behind him. This has been a wonderful performance. How sweet it is. A maiden victory for Hugh Doherty at Coolum.
Well done, Hugh. You're up the top now in the series. You've cracked through for your first win. Everyone knew you had the ability. You know it now. You are the winner here at Coolum. Congratulations.
A fourth, a second, and a first now for Hugh Doherty. The first time he's won a race in this series. Shannon Eckstein is back in fourth place, but his brother Kane, he's an endurance animal. He has taken second place here at Coolum, and he'll move up through the standings also.
And here comes Corey Jones. Well done, Corey. The local Sunshine Coast boy has come good. He's held off Shannon Eckstein, who was behind him by about 13 seconds. He's held the pace. Look, fantastic all day, right from the first leg on the board, and third place to him today. Well done.
You can see there on the Garmin clock, 1 hour and 45-minute racing, and this man, the Seagull, can still raise a smile. A third place for him at Coolum, and a watershed moment in his season.
Hugh, finally this is yours, a race win. How does that feel?
Oh, it's amazing, you know.
Not too far away.
Worked so hard, I've had so many seconds, and to finally get the win, you know, it means so much. Something I've been trying for, you know, my whole career, and Oh, I'm wrapped and stoked.
It's something I've heard you say before about wanting to get the recognition for being a great surf lifesaver. Do you feel like that's now going to change and the confidence that you'll take from this win will just make you even better?
Yeah, I think so. You know, as you said, I've been trying so hard to get this win, and now I've finally cracked it, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. And you know, I know how to win now, and hopefully I can get a few more.
A tough race today, a long race today, and you led basically from the start. So tell me about the thought process of trying to keep it all together and stay focused. You had this amazing look of determination on your face.
Yeah, I felt really good the first half of the race, and coming in the ski, I got a bit of a gap, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to try and break it then or not. So I just kept going steady, and I just sort of held my lead. And I was really dreading that, you know, that second swim leg, because I know the guys swim faster than me, and when I was able to come out of that swim leg still with a bit of a gap on, I thought, oh, I can, you know, hold on in this ski and could be on here.
Well, the fraternity loves you. They love the fact that you've won. You're a plumber by trade. You coach at Tugan. Are you going to give yourself a day off tomorrow?
Oh, no, back at work tomorrow, so I'll sit in the back of the car and have a sleep on the way home. But, yeah, no, back at work, back at training tomorrow, and I guess get ready for Portsea in the new year.
Well, you're a great role model and great inspiration. Well done.
Yeah, thanks a lot.